Greenwich Village, also known as the Bohemian capital, was the heart of the 60s music movement. Now, Bleecker Street Music is one of the few music stores left in the area.
The owner, he was already working in the record business, and then he was working at one store. When he asked for a raise, the guy said no, so he was like, okay, I'm going to open up some record stores, and knew what to do because he was already working there for a few years, and we were on Bleecker Street for about 18 years, and we just had to move because they sold the building. We had the option to buy it. They didn't buy it, and the new owner renovated the whole building and then wanted $30,000 for rent, so we had to move around the corner. Now the only people that can afford that spot is Starbucks, I guess.
The owner went and succeeded in opening two extremely successful record stores. The first one was called Generation. It's over on Thompson Street. And then Bleecker Street Music came a couple of years later. I've been here for about 3 years, this store? Going on 3 years. And there were very few record stores left. Greenwich Village probably had 30 record stores 25 years ago. Now there's a handful, about a half a dozen. So this store offers a little bit of something for everyone. It's got rare out-of-print records. It's got rare CDs, got t-shirts, posters. The buyer, Peter, loves to buy stuff that buttons and pins and posters. And
before I worked there, we had the Beatles Butcher cover album, and I don't even think they sold it in the store. They had to sell it online because the going price of that's like $3,000 or $4,000. They've had lots of celebrities in the store. Jimmy Page is one of them. When he's here, he's usually here with his photographer, he's had like several photographers over the years that just follow him around. And he usually spends like an hour or so here. He hangs out. I mean, he's on a first name basis with Peter, the record buyer, and he's a cool guy for the most part, except he's always looking for a deal. Like the guy that owns couple mansions and lives in a castle always wants a discount. One of the managers, their son had the two cats and loved the cats, but then where they were living, I think the grandmother was going through some chemo and they couldn't have the cats around, supposedly, but I think they just didn't want the cats around. So they brought the cats here, and it's only supposed to be temporary while they found another spot to live, and then they just ended up staying here, and all the customers loved them, and that's why they stayed here for the last 10 years.
Well, they have a good selection of vinyl, and they've been around for a long time, so it sort of reminds me of that old New York, and that's why. And they've got two nice cats.
Bleecker Street Music is located at 188 West 4th Street. If you like music and cats, come check out what the hype is all about.